श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। श्रीशैलाभिजनाम्बुराशिशिरं श्रीकृष्णतातात्मजं श्रीशैलान्वयदेवनाथसुधीयप्राप्तागमान्तद्वयं पादाब्जे नरसिंहताते गुरोर्न्यस्तात्मरक्षाभरं विद्वद्वृन्दचकोरचन्दिरमहं रामानुजार्यं श्रये। श्रीरङ्गसुधामधुसमास्वादयन्तं श्रीरङ्गमहिषीपदपङ्कजात्मजं सुलभाश्रयं सदा मोदसिद्धमद्भुतं भजेऽहं गुरुं तं रङ्गनाथप्रियं सुखासनस्थं हृदयाब्जपीठे चिन्मुद्रयालङ्कृतपाणिपद्मं शुभोपवीतं विमलोर्ध्वपुण्ड्रं नमामि रङ्गं गुरुं अन्तरङ्गे। नमामि योगसम्राज्ञीं विजयां विजयप्रदां श्रीरङ्गाद्धासनासीनां करुणाममातरं। गुरुरूपपरं ज्योतिः ज्योतिरूपगुरुः परः अज्ञानमन्दिरं ह्येतत् कुरु विज्ञानमन्दिरं। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः सकृदेव प्रपन्नाय तवास्मीति च याचते अभयं सर्वभूतेभ्यः ददाम्येतद्व्रतं मम। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये पर्यंसिते जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। Salutations to our Guru and the Guru of all Gurus. We'll commence our session today. In the previous session, we had concluded the Chatvarimsha Sarga, which is Hanumat Preshana. That is 40th Sarga, where Hanuman is taking leave of Sita Mata. And I think we had also commenced the 41st Sargam, or we'll commence it from today. So, Sarajaputriya Prativeditaarthaha Kapih Kritarthaha Parihrishtachetaha Alpavasesham Prasamikshya Karyam Disham Yudichim Manasa Jagama. Hanuman had received all kinds of praise as well as blessings from Sita Mata, and he thought as to what is the next activity that needs to be done. And he calls that as Alpavasesham, a little bit of work that is remaining. And Kritarthaha means Kritanishchayaha. He resolved to do whatever little is left ahead. At the same time, he is a Parihrishta Chetaha. He has a certain type of happiness, at the same time an expectation which he has himself set in terms of the work that lies ahead of him. And he turned towards the northern direction. Udichim Disham Manasa Jagama. He set forth his mind towards the direction where Lord Ramachandra is. We'll now get into the 41st Sargam, which is Pramadavana Banjanam. That is, this is the Sargam where we'll start to see Hanuman get into the action mode, where he is going to destroy Ashokavanam. Sachavagbhi prashastabhi gamishyan pujitastaya tasmad deshadapakramya chintayamasa vanaraha alpaseshamidam karyam drishteyamasi kshana trinupayan atikramya chaturthaiha drishyate. I think we completed up to 5th slokam here in this sargam, if I am not wrong. Essentially, we were looking at how nachasya karyasya पराक्रमादृते विनिश्चयः कच्चिदिहोपपद्यते अत प्रवीराश्च रणे हि राक्षसाः कथञ्चित् ईयुः इह adya mardavam. So Hanuman actually looks at Sama, Dana, Bheda and Danda. I think this is what we discussed in the last class. I believe somebody should have warned me. Right? So Bheda and Dandam. He says that Dandam is the only way right now that is left. And let me get into that mode of punishment. And that may perhaps mellow down the Rakshasaha, bring some kind of mrudutvam or mardavam in terms of changing their opinion. And karye karmani nirdishte yo bahunyapi sadhayet purvakarya virodhena sakaryam kartum arhati. So anybody who knows how to do a sequence of activities where activity 1, activity 2, they are all properly correlated, one leading to the other, one not conflicting the other. Such a person is somebody who can achieve or accomplish their goals. न ह्येकः साधको हेतुः स्वल्पस्यापीह कर्मणः यो ह्यर्थं बहुधा वेद स समर्थोऽर्थसाधने. Hanuman lets out one more important message here, that there is you should leave no stone unturned even for little activities. Solpasya apiha karmanaha. And one who looks at all possible alternatives in terms of accomplishing a particular task, that person alone is called as a samartha or a smart person. Okay, one who knows the various ways of doing things. For example, if we look at going from destination A to B, Google Maps provides us many alternatives. You can go by walk, you can take a bus, you can take combination of bus, trains, so on and so forth. So you need to be, first of all, aware of all the possible ways of doing a particular activity. And especially if somebody who wants to be called as a samartha, and for artha sadhanam, that which you try to accomplish, you need to be aware of the various alternatives. And Hanuman in this context is talking about using all possible sama, dana, bheda and dandam. And therefore, you should not leave out any option or alternative. Ihaiva tavat kritanischayyo hyaham yadi vrajeyam plavageshwaralayam paratma sammarda vishesha tattvavite tatah kritam syan mama bhartrasasanam. If I resolve myself at this point of time and leave this place without looking at paratma sammarda vishesha tattvavite, without evaluating the capacity or capability of my enemy, that is something which would have violated the Bhartrasasanam, or whatever act has been given to me by Rama and Sugriva. In other words, Hanuman at this point of time has two options. One is he has seen Sita Mata, so therefore he can use all his powers and get back immediately. He can fly faster than a Concorde aircraft. So he can actually go back to his original place and then alert Rama and bring along with the army of people. That is option number one. But he doesn't choose to do that. He says that the whole purpose of me coming here would not be solved or resolved if I go back without any knowledge about what the capabilities of Ravana actually are. He has noticed the Rakshasas going about their day-to-day duties. But Hanuman has not yet had the opportunity of Newton's third law of motion, which is for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. He has not yet observed what is the real power of these Rakshasas. எல்லாம் ஒரு வெப்பனை வச்சுட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கான். Are they really somebody worthy of a fight? ரைட், பார்க்கறதுக்கு ராட்சசன் மாதிரி இருப்பான், அங்கே போயிட்டு இப்படி ஒரு குத்து குத்தினா ஓடி போயிடும், அந்த மாதிரி இருப்பாளா அப்படின்னு there is a kind of doubt there. Second, it is also important that you not only look at the warriors on the ground, but also try to shake up Ravana and get to see his reaction. So these are all the things that, of course, only the Samartha people do. It is not the cup of tea for everybody. You should be in a position to actually counter. If at all a war has to happen or a battle happens there, நான் வந்துட்டு அவளை ஓட வச்சுட்டு நான் ஓடி போயிடுறேன்னு கூடாது. You should also fight back and see, exactly estimate, okay, this is the power of these people. அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு that's what he's saying. Kritam syat mama bhartr shasanam. In other words, if you were to look at Kainkaryatvam, Hanuman, Sugriva and Rama would have just told, go find where is Sita and come back. If you go back to the Kishkinda Kandam, you will not find any reference to saying, oh Hanuman, you will see the Rakshasas, fight with them and come back. I don't think that statement will be there anywhere in the previous sargam. So these are the things where Hanuman has to himself think as to what needs to be done and take action, be accountable and responsible for those actions when you get into the field, and then come back. So that's the beauty of Hanuman here. Katham nu kalvadya bhavet sukhagatam prasahya yuddham mama rakshasai saha tathaiva khalvatma balam cha saravate sammanayen mam cha rane dashananaha. I will not be in a very happy mood if I return without estimating the power of these people by a yuddha. That's what he has decided now. And I will also evaluate my own potential. Atma balam cha saravate. Okay. So Jambavan solitar, you are a great person. Okay. So part A of that greatness has been accomplished, which is, yes, he has a Kamarupi, he can go at any speed that he wants, he can cross over the ocean. But can Hanuman fight Rakshasas is a question he is himself asking. Okay. So Atma balam, adu kuda enakku theriya varum. So therefore, it is very important to get into the battlefield. Otherwise, we will not know our own true balam. And he is sarcastically saying that when I get into such a fight with Dashanana, is Ravana, he will probably himself reward me. Okay, பெரியாள் அப்படின்னு ஒரு தட்டி கொடுப்பார் அப்படின்ட்டு ஹனுமான் இஸ் saying. சம்மான ஏத், அப்பதான் ரெஸ்பெக்ட் வரும். So these are the things Hanuman is thinking. Not sure if Srini is around. He had asked me.
Yeah, he just said he wanted to remind you on the question.
Yeah, I think this is the answer for the question he asked me over the weekend. So basically the question is, Hanuman gets into the mode of war here. Has he thought through that it might jeopardize Sita Mata? Okay. That is what exactly we are going through right now. So for subsequent shlokas also will give more answers to your question. Okay. Tatasama. Yes, Srini. Yeah. So we'll go through some more and then we can reflect back to your question. Tatasama sadhya rane dashananam samantrivargam sabalaprayayinam hrudisthitham tasya matam balancha vai sukhena matvahamitah punarraje. I am going to meet not only Ravana, but also his Mantri Vargam. I am going to estimate their balam also. It is, in any war, it is not just the intercontinental ballistic missiles that you possess and the iron domes, what is it called? That which can repel any kind of missiles. But it is also about what is the strategy or buddhi, tactics that you use. Matam, he says, hridisthitam, tasya matam balam cha. So how does he respond? How does Ravana and his Mantri Vargam and his relatives, how do they respond to a situation? What is the methodology they will adopt? That is also something I will figure out. So if you have an army of 100 people, இவன் குண்டா கோரமா இருக்கான், இவன் வந்துட்டு he has this kind of weapon, right? அவனு சில பேர் வந்துட்டு we will see, to distract them, அந்த பக்கம் பாருன்னு அந்த பக்கம் ஓடிடுவான். So you don't have to really fight them. But there will be others, no matter what, you cannot distract them. They are resolved like Ravana's sons. Okay, they are extremely chalu people. So they will not get distracted. They will try to distract you. Mayaviya irpa. So it's important to know each and every person's matam along with their balam. Idamasya nrishamsasya nandanopamattamam vanam netra manakkantam nanadrumalataitam idam vidhamsaishyami sushkam manamimanalah asmin bhagne tatah kopam karishyati dashananaha. So war அப்படின்னு சொன்னாக்கா one way is just like Lord Krishna and others, they blow their shankam. So Hanuman could have just done that, he could have announced that, come on, I am ready for the war. அப்படின்னு சொல்லல. He says the best way to attract Ravana's attention is by destroying this Ashokavanam. This is something so dear to Ravana's heart. நிறைய கார்டனர்ஸ்லாம் வச்சு அமக்களமா பண்ணியிருக்கார் அசோகவனத்தை. And vanam netra manakkantam, that is something which appeals to your eyes as well as to your mind. If you go back to the sargas where Ashokavanam is described in detail, it's a fantastic location with lots of different pools, ponds, streams, small hillocks, a lot of nice walkways, beautiful trees. Nana druma lataitam idam vidhamsaishyami sushkam vanamivana. Just like fire destroys a place, I'm going to destroy this Ashokavanam. Asmin bhagne tatah kopam karishyati dashan. I would have destroyed his best possession so far, and no better way to hail Ravana for a yuddham. Tato mahatsashvamaharatadvipam balam samadekshati rakshasadhipaha trishulakalaya pattasaidham tato mahadyuddhamidam bhavishyati aham tu tai samyati chanda vikramehi sametya rakshobhirah asahya vikramaha nihatya tadravana choritam balam sukhangameshyami kapishwaralayam. Hanuman gets into the mode of celebrating his own prowess, his own balam, right? Anybody who is good at, any sport, or one who is very good at, going to gym and therefore you can show all your power, etc. They would want to have a strong opposition, not a weak opposition. So Hanuman says, I will return with happiness in my mind only if I fight these Rakshasas. So the moment I destroy Ashokavanam, I know that Ravana is going to come here along with Ashwa, Maharatha, Dvipam, all kinds of chariots, horses, and elephants. Right? And I am going to see his balam. I am also going to see their weapons, Trishula, Kalayasa, Pattasaidam, all kinds of weapons, spears, and so on, that the Rakshasas are going to bring on to the Yuddham. And they are all Chanda Vikramaha. They possess different types of parakramam. At the same time, they will also know that asahya vikramaha, I am somebody who they cannot win over. And I'm pretty sure nihatya tadravana choditam balam, I will be able to kill many of his army men. That is when I will be completely satisfied and return to Kapeshwaralayam, which is Sugriva's abode. So this is what Hanuman has taken a call here, which is not emotional, which is completely logical. And The only thing is he has to worry about Sita Mata, no doubt about it. We'll take a look at it shortly. Okay. ततो मारुतवत् क्रुद्धः मारुतिर्भीमविक्रमः उरुवेगेन महता द्रुमान् क्षेप्तुमथारभत ततस्तु हनुमान् वीरो बभञ्ज प्रमदावनं मत्तद्विजसमाघुष्टं नानाद्रुमलतायितम्. So Hanuman, without even wasting any moment, he took on the Raudra Swarupam. He became extremely angry and he started to show his power. Uruvegena Mahata, so with extreme agility, propelled by his thighs, அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. So the power of his thighs is coming into picture now. Druman Kshetu Matharabati started to shake all the trees there. Of course, he has grown in size and form. He started to destroy the trees around. And he started to destroy the Pramadavanam, Babhanja Pramadavanam. And அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய birds எல்லாமே they started to flutter around. Mattadvija Samagushtam. The birds that were there in the various trees there, they started to fly, helter skelter. Tadvanam Mathitairvrikshaihi Bhinnaischcha Sailasaihi Churnitaihi Parvatagraischa Babhuva Priyadarshanam Nana Shakunta Virutaihi Prabhinnai Salilashaihi Tamre Kisalayai Klantaihi Klantadrumalataitam. In a matter of moments, the beautiful Ashokavanam was destroyed completely by Hanuman. Okay, that is what these two slokas say. All different types of trees, beautifully blooming trees. And actually, it also says the small parvatams, they also were powdered, churnitaihi. And the whole place was extremely terrible to look at. Babhuva apriya darshanam. And the different types of birds that were around, they also started to leave that place in a extremely clumsy manner. And the garden itself looked like a forest that is destroyed by fire. That is what it says. Nabhabhau tadvanam tatra davanalahatam yatam vyakula varana rejuhu vihvala ivatalataha latagrais chitragrahaischa nashitaihi mahoragairvyalam Vyalamugai mrigaischa nirdhutaihi शिलागृहैरुन्मथितैस्तथा गृहैः प्रणष्टरूपं तदभून् महद्वनम् न बभौ तद्वनं तत्र दावानलहतं यथा. The entire Pramadavanam looked like something which is destroyed by a forest fire. The beautiful creepers that you see there, they resembled women as if, they are in a disarray. Okay. Whatever was extremely beautiful has turned ugly. And of course, all the different Toranams that were there, they also got destroyed. Pranashta Rupam Tadabhut Mahatvanam. The biggest possession of Ravana is destroyed in a matter of minutes. Sa Vikvala Shokalata Pratanana Vanasthali Shokalata Pratana Jata Dashasya Pramadavanasya Kapirbaladhi Pramadavanasya Satasya Kritvarthapater Mahakapihi Mahatyalikam Manaso Mahatmanaha Yutsureko Bahuvir Mahabalaihi Sriyajwalan Storana Masthita Kapihi. So the pleasurable garden, Vanasthali of Ravana, it was completely full of Shokalata Pratana. All the creepers, trees They were all, they appeared as if they are weeping. Jata Dashasya Pramadavanasya Kaper Paladi Pramadavanasya. So Pramadan சொல்றாங்க. Pramadavanamnu பேர் அசோகவனத்துக்கு. It was completely destroyed by the power of Hanuman. Kapehe Balat Hi. Satasya Kritvartha Patehe Mahakapihi Mahadvyalikam Manaso Mahatmanaha. So, having perpetrated this so-called mischief, and he has anger which has now aroused in his mind, Hanuman stood at the exit gate of Ashokavanam, and this is the time he is going to call out Ravana for a yuddham. इत्याश्रे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकि आदिकाव्ये चतुर्विंशतियां संहितायां सुंदरकांडे प्रमदावन भंजनं नाम एकचत्वारिंशः सर्गः. This Ashokavanam is also the possession of Kubera, isn't it? So he might have angered Kubera also in the process, but it doesn't mind. Hanuman doesn't mind about this, because the goal right now is to leave that place by leaving a mark, at the same time ensuring that he has captured enough information about the enemy. So we'll move on to the next sargam, which is the 42nd sargam, Dvichatvarimsha sargaha Kinkara Nishudanam. So we'll move on to, so I'll try to be a little quicker in these sargas, because these are more of fighting scenes, and it will only call various things that Hanuman is doing. You know, he is killing somebody, he is pushing someone to the ground, he is powdering somebody, adallam varum in description. And Kinkara Nishodanam. So all the great Kainkarya Paras of Ravana, they are all going to be destroyed in this particular sargam. Tatah Pakshininaadena Vrikshabhangasvanena cha Babhuvastrasa Sambhrantaha Sarve Lanka Nivasinaha Vidrutascha Bhayatrasta Vinedurmrugapakshinaha Rakshasancha Nimittani Krurani Pratipedire. So remember that there are various Rakshasis who are there in the Pramadavanam, right? And they were all alerted by the shrieking of the birds, which panicked the moment Hanuman started to destroy all the trees there. And imagine there's a lot of sound effects here. All the trees are also falling down, very huge trees. And there were many different animals other than birds. They also were frightened. They started to fly in different directions. Okay. And this also appeared to portend something which is going to happen for the demons. Nimittani krurani pratipedire. In other words, it's a bad omen for the Rakshasas. This is what exactly is the scene there. Tato gatayam nidrayam rakshasyo vikritananaha tadvanam dadushur bhagnam tam chaviram mahakapim sata drishtva mahabahu mahasatvo mahabalaha chakaras sumahadrupam rakshasinam bhayavaham. So this is the point where the Rakshasis wake up and they have been woken up suddenly, isn't it? Gatayam, tato gatayam, nidrayam. And then they now look at a huge person there, which is in the form of Mahakapi Veera Hanuman. And that is when they started to get a sense of fear. He was actually looking like a mountain, isn't it? A huge body there. And what did they do? They started to question Sita Mata. That is what is the sloka meaning here. Tatastam giri sankasham atikayam mahabalam rakshasya vanaram drishtva paprachurjanakatmajam. See, the first thing that they get in their mind is this is somebody who is not our tribe. Okay, that's the feeling they get by looking at Hanuman. they are all people who are also Kamarupis. So imagine if one is a rowdy, they'll be able to spot another rowdy very easily. Okay, but if he's a police or inspector, that also they will spot out. This person is not in my hue and color. He is somebody different. So avalkum buddhi irukkedo. Again, it's not that they are idiots. The moment they see Hanuman, they turn their direction to Sita Mata and they started to question her. Paparichuhu Janakatmaja. Okay. Koyam kasya kuto vayam kinnimittamiha kathan tvaya sahanena samvadakrita ityuta आचक्ष्वनो विशालाक्षी मा भूत्ते सुभगे भयं संवादम असितापांगे त्वया किं कृतवानयम्. So they start questioning Sita Mata. Koyam, who is this person? How did he appear here suddenly? Why is he here? What is the purpose of his visit here? And we all know that that is something we definitely know. Kathan toya saha anena samvada krita. Right? What? Enna pesina sollu abdinte, they are not in a howling mood. Okay? They are as if nalla idva kekra madri. Vishalakshi mabhutte subhege bhayaprada. Sollu. Don't fear that we are asking this question. We want to know who this person is. And ensure that you tell us samvadam tvaya kim kritavanayam. Completely tell us what you spoke with this person. Atha bravit tata sadhvi Sita sarvanga sundari rakshasam bhimarupanam vijnane mamakagatihi yoyameva abhijanita yoyam yadva karishyati ahireva hyahe padane vijanati na samshayaha. So Sita Mata, right, the moment the Rakshasis ask her this question, she is saying, எனக்கு என்ன தெரியும் இது யாரோ இது ஏதோ ராட்சசம் வந்துட்டாங்க. I have no connection with this person. He probably is a Rakshasa. Figure out who he is. He belongs to your tribe only. Don't ask him. Why are you asking this question? Yuyameva abhijanita yoyam yadva karishyati. What he is up to and who he is. I am not the person to know. You probably should know. Ahireva hyahe padana vijanati na samshayaha. Right? Those who are crooked, in fact, being a snake in Sundara, only a snake knows another snake's way of path of motion. Right? You figure out. I have nothing to do with this person who is in front of me. Ahamapyasya bhitasmi nainam janami konvayam vedmi rakshasame vainam kamarupinamagatam vaidehya vachanam shutva rakshasyo vidruta dishaha sthitah kaschit gatah kaschite ravanaya niveditam. So Sita Mata embeds another sense of fear in them. I am also afraid of this rupam that is in front of me. And I actually think Vedmi Rakshasamevani, he is a Rakshasa only. Okay, Kama Rupinam Agatam is somebody who can take a form as he wishes. And that is something which I can confirm to you right now. Okay. அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. இதெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் வரும். இப்படிலாம் பொய் சொல்லலாமா? சீதா மாதா, right? She is a Satya Swarupini. How can she lie and talk ill about Hanuman? அப்படின்னு ஒரு கொஸ்டின் போட்டுட்டோன்னா என்ன ஆன்சர் வரணும் நம்மளுக்கு? This is a situation where you better not reveal the secret. You are supposed to exit that place. And if you reveal the secret, it will be against the dharma. So therefore, it is not that we should speak the truth in all the times. என்ன சபையை பார்த்துட்டு தான் நம்ம வார்த்தையை திறக்கணும். So if you are in the community of rowdies and rakshasa, there is no point in talking to them about சனாதன தர்மம். அவளுக்கு வேண்டியதில்லை. நம்ம போய் சனாதன தர்மத்தை பற்றி அறகுறையாக தெரிஞ்சு அங்கே போய் பேசவும் தேவையில்லை இல்லையா? And it is not going to benefit you nor them. So it's something which is useless. But Sita Mata knows that she has to instill a sense of fear in them. That she does very carefully, and that has its immediate effect on the Rakshasis. What do? They start to run helter skelter. ஐயோ இது இவளுக்கு கூட தெரியாத போல் இருக்கு, ஏதோ புதுசா ராட்சசம், some new Rakshasa has come into our clan, so we have to go and immediately inform Ravanaya Niveditam. We better rush towards Ravana's palace and inform him about what has happened just now. என்ன அப்போ இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் ட்விட்டர்லாம் கிடையாது, உடனே ட்வீட் பண்ணி ராவணனுக்கு தெரிகிற மாதிரி இல்லை. ஸோ இட் இஸ் த பேலஸ் ஆஃப் ராவணா இஸ் a little distance away. That's why there is a need to go and inform him. Ravanasya samipe to rakshasya vikrtannaha virupam vanaram bhimam आख्यातुम् उपचक्रमुः अशोकवनिका मध्ये राजन् भीमवपुः कपिः सीतया कृतसंवादः तिष्ठत्यमितविक्रमः. So they figured out, they reach Ravana's palace very quickly. Okay. And they inform Ravana that there's a Virupam and Bhima Rupam, Vanara. So it's something which is very, very difficult to see. A terrifying form of Vanara is standing in Ashokavanam, O Rajan. And this person, this Vanara has, we all know for sure that he has spoken with Sita Mata. Okay. And he seems to be somebody who is a Amita Vikramaha. Nalla Parakrama ulla Vanara anga vandirukku. This is FYI and A abdin action go. Nachatam Janaki Sita Harim Harinalochana Asmabhir Bahuda Prushta Nivedaitumicchati Vasavasya Bhaved Duto Vaishravanasya Va Preshito Vapi Ramena Sitanveshana Kankshaya. So we have requested Sita to provide updates to us. She is not interested in sharing anything with us. We have pestered her enough and she does not want to reveal. Nivedayitum ichchati. Na nivedayitum ichchati. So we suspect that this Vanara could be sent as a Duta by, Indra or Kubera, or it is perhaps somebody sent by Rama himself in search of Sita. Okay, this is what is our guess. Avdinu Rakshasigalna solra. So they have actually garnered courage as well as some intelligence. Okay. Tena tvadbhuta rupena yattattva manoharam nana mriga gana kirnam pramushtam pramadavanam natatra kaschiduddesho yastena na vinashitaha yatra sa janaki sita satena na vinashitaha. The Adbhuta Swarupam of Hanuman. Of course, they are also talking about Pramadavanam, which is so dear to you, which is Manoharam and Adbhuta Swarupam. And there were a lot of Mrigas. All of that is lost now, O Ravana. You can remove it as an asset from your book of accounts. It is depreciated to zero now. Okay. And it looks like Hanuman has done this with some intent. Okay. It is not that he has done this without any purpose. We know for sure that he has an intent here. Why are we saying this? Because the place around Sita Mata is left undisturbed. This is going back to Srini's question. So Hanuman ensured that there is no loss of peace to the place around Sita Mata. இதையும் கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கேன். இதெல்லாம் சும்மாவா நம்மளுடைய நாத்தனார் மாதிரி அப்படி இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு பாரு, இதெல்லாம் பண்ணி இதை மாத்திரம் பண்ணல பாரு அப்படின்னு கரெக்டாக நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு they are going and telling Ravana there. Sorry if I'm Janaki rakshanartham va shramatva nopalakshate अथवा कश्रमस्तस्य सैवतेना अभिरक्षिता चारुपल्लो पुष्पाढ्यं यं सीता स्वयमास्थिता प्रवृद्धः शिंशपा वृक्षः सचतेना अभिरक्षितः. We can confirm to you very much that this Shimshapa Vriksham below which Sita Mata is there isn't it? This is an anomaly detection. What, this guy has completely destroyed Ashokavanam, but this is the only spot which has not been destroyed, or some doubt they get. Okay, and they are communicating that doubt properly to Ravana. Ravanana ஏத்தி உண்ணாக்கா இவங்க ராட்சசிகளால் தான் முடியும், isn't it? Starting from Shurpanaka onwards. And Hanuman has ensured that he somehow protects the place. Janaki Rakshanartham va Shramadva Nopalakshite. Or it is possible that he was too tired. Therefore, he left out the place where Sita Mata is. Abdin or thought varum. But definitely, we don't think that is the case here. Pravruddha Shrimshipa Vrikshaha Tena Abhirakshi Charu Pallava Pushpantil. तस्योग्ररूपस्योग्रन्तं दण्डमाज्ञातुमर्हसि सीता सम्भाषिता येन तद्वनं च विनाशितं मनः परिगृहीतां तां तव रक्षो गणेश्वर कस्सीतामभिभाषेत यो न स्यात् त्यक्तजीवितः. Therefore, O Ravana, it is high time now. You are supposed to punish this person. Dandam ajñatum arhasi. Who are you supposed to punish? There is a person here who has not only spoken to Sita, right? He has had the temerity to get inside Ashokavanam, get inside Lanka. He has spoken to Sita, and he has destroyed your very valued possession here, which is Ashokavanam. Manah parigrihitam tam tava raksho Ganeshwara. And who can talk to Sita? The only person who does not care about his life. In other words, Ravana would have questioned, you are all given the responsibility to kill the person, whoever is entering Sita Mata's place. But how come? And the question can answer is that this person doesn't seem to care for his life. And it is right time that you come and punish him. Rakshasinam vachashrutva Ravano Rakshaseswaraha Utagniriva Jajjwala Kopasamvartite Kshanaha Tasya Kruddhasya Netrabhyam Prapatan Astravindavaha Deeptabhyam Iva Deeptabhyam Satchishaha Snehabindavaha. So the கேட்டுட்டு ராவணன் சும்மார் பர சுத்வா ராவணः ராட்சசேஸ்வரः உதாக்னிரிவ ஜஜ்வால. His eyes, he actually became extremely angry like fire, and that kopam or fire also went into his eyes. We all know that, isn't it? When somebody is in extreme anger, their eyes will pop out, and you will see a blood rush to the eyes. And Valmiki is describing that there were tears rolling down his eyes. Prapatan astrabindavaha. And they were all reddish in color, basically. Deeptabhyam iva deeptabhyam satchishaha snehabindavaha. So in other words, they had raised the anger of Ravana. Idarikku vechipoma sloka number 23. So in other words, so far Kinkara Nishodanam, the Rakshasis, they exactly know what to convey to Ravana so that he is shaken, and Ravana takes the necessary action. So we'll take a look at that in the next session, unless there is any quick comment or question so far.
आभुजान्तश्रीचक्रकुण्डलधरं कुटिलकुन्तलं शिशुं मन्दस्मितरुचिकराधरपुटं पूर्णिमैक्ष्यान्वितं मुखं शरस्योर्ध्वगतिं मुद्रया विदिशन् सव्येन प्रणवं धनुम् मध्ये सुस्थितमुग्धश्यामलमहं श्रीरामं भजे मोहनम् गुरुचरणाम्बुजा निर्भरा भक्तः गुरुचरणाम्बुजा निर्भरा भक्तः संसारोदचिरभव मुक्तः गुरुचरणाम्बुजा कृष्णा कृष्णा सेन्द्रियमानसनियमदेवं राक्षसिनी च हृदयस्थं देवं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते
कायेन वाचा मनसा इन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्या आत्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमीत्यत् सकलं परस्मै श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीरामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु. Have a great day and a week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.